Welcome, wrestling fans. We are here for the final broadcast of the WCW here on the Nation Network. And this is the holiday spectacular known as Halloween Havoc.
He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. He's just a common man, working hard for a man. Hey, he's a American dream. Hey, he's a American dream.
All right, fans, we are here live from Kansas City, Missouri. Tony Schiavone along with me in the broadcast position, as always, Jesse Labonte. And tonight, Jess, we are going to see the who's who in the WCW.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, we're going to kick this thing off with that cruiserweight table, ladders, and chairs match. And I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, that's going to be a tough one to beat throughout the rest of the night. We're setting the bar pretty high early on, I think.
No doubt about it. We're going to see the United States title defended here. Lex Luger, the total package, is the champion. He'll be putting that up on the line against Diamond Dallas Page in what should be a very exciting match. We're going to see the tag team titles on the line as well.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's a last hurrah right now for the Hollywood Blondes. And the Hollywood Blondes are going to be looking to take those titles away from Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And that's no easy task, I don't mind telling you. But I'll tell you, you know the one I'm looking forward to the most?
What's that?
I'm looking forward to seeing Big Bill Goldberg and Psycho Sid. Anything goes. This is the last one. These guys are going to settle their difference once and for all right here at Halloween Havoc.
Well, indeed, they are. Of course, the WCW World Heavyweight title on the line. The NWO Hulk Hogan still hanging on to that title. The question is, will he be the champion while the night's over?
Well, if he is, then he's going to have to hold it for a long time, because this is the farewell episode of WCW here on the Nation Network.
Fans, it is also the very last episode of any program here on the 2K17 season. The next broadcast here on the Nation Network is going to be Friday the 13th, this coming Friday, starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and we will be live.
Very excited for the new season to kick off and to see exactly how the season's going to shape down. Nobody knows that 100% for sure anything yet.
Well, what we have heard so far is that WCW and ECW are gone. They will not be coming back, but there's still a lot of questions remaining about the other promotions and how they will be divvied up. A lot of those questions will be answered this Friday, starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, as we get a look at Alex Wright. Das Wunderkind making his way down to the ring.
Yeah, Alex Wright didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, but he's got one here tonight. And I'm sure he'd like nothing more than to go out on top here in the cruiserweights.
Well, we've already seen Eddie Guerrero and Perry Saturn. Now we get a look at Alex Wright. Last but not least, going to be our reigning cruiserweight champion.
Well, it's the smallest guy in the match, but he's generally the smallest guy in any match, even in the cruiserweight division.
Rey Mysterio weighing in at 165. Is by far the smallest competitor here.
You know, he can almost compete in the midgets category.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just saying, he's a little bit taller than them, but probably almost the same weight as half of them. You ever picked up Little Lord Brooks?
No, I haven't.
Well, I haven't. I'm telling you right now, he's about $165.
Well, there he is. He is the cruiserweight champion. The reason he's not wearing the belt right now is it is hanging some 20 feet high above the ring.
Well, he was the upset, to say the least, when he won that title from Eddie Guerrero. He has continued to shock the world, myself included, by defending that title successfully. If he can come out of this one with the belt still intact, I'll be amazed.
All right, action underway. The bell sounds. All four men met in the middle of the ring. Two of them outside now, two of them still in. Tables, ladders, and chairs. It's all legal in this one. Rules are simple. First man to climb the ladder, pull the championship title down, will be the cruiserweight champion.
And with four people all vying for that same objective, it's going to be very, very difficult. One person climbs up and three people try to knock him off.
Mysterio from the top rope. Hurricane Rana and Perry Saturn took that one.
Nice suplex right there by Eddie Guerrero, former champion. He wants that belt back. Every one of these guys, obviously they want to be champion, but they all want to be champion for a slightly different reason. Guerrero wants to prove that he's the best champion there is and that Mysterio got lucky. Mysterio wants to prove he's worthy of that title. Wunderkind wants to just get the opportunity to prove he's a champion. And Perry Saturn, I think Perry Saturn just wants to put people through tables.
Well, we see Alex Wright with a power slam on Rey Mysterio. Now Alex going outside the ring.
No, he's going underneath. I guess there weren't enough weapons ringside. He has to go underneath looking for trouble.
We have not seen a ladder yet. Now Rey Mysterio looking as well. He finds nothing. Eddie Guerrero going out the other side. Oh, just ran Alex Wright into the steel steps.
Oh, there's a ladder. Eddie Guerrero found one. The man who likes to lie, cheat, and steal finds a ladder. Now, can he steal the title back? That's the million-dollar question.
Well, we get a look at that title hanging above the ring. Now Mysterio's got the ladder. The champion is in control right here.
What the hell happened to the table?
Perry Saturn now with Mysterio. Butterfly bomb. Perry Saturn going up. Alex Wonderkin. Wait a minute. Alex Wright. Perry Saturn from the top, and he missed. I thought Perry Saturn was going to take the title down, and Alex Wright escaped the ring, which made no sense to me at all, but then maybe he realized Saturn wasn't going for it.
Of course, I'm not real sure why he wasn't going for it. He should have been, and it was a tremendous opportunity. Perry Saturn with a springboard elbow drop.
That one connected right on. Eddie Guerrero sending Alex Wright back to the floor. Perry Saturn looking to get the attention of the ringside audience here. I'm not sure that's such a smart move in a match like this one.
Yeah, absolutely not. You've got to take every opportunity, but at the same point, you don't want to go up too early. If you go up too early, there's a much better chance one of your opponents not only going to stop you, but drop you some 15 to 20 feet.
Perry Saturn down that Rey Mysterio. He's going up. Is he going for the title or is he going for Saturn?
Oh, he's going for Perry Saturn, and he caught with the elbow, I think.
Well, Saturn not showing any ill effects if it landed on it. Neckbreaker by Perry Saturn.
Now, of course, these guys all have their finishers, but they won't make a whole lot of difference in this one because you don't get pinfalls, you don't get submissions.
Nice move right there. Rey Mysterio in the fireman's carry. Meantime, Eddie Guerrero going with the Three Amigos. Alex Wright. Wait a minute. Oh, Rey Mysterio, he's got the title.
He's got it, but he's got to pull it down. Eddie Guerrero is meeting him up there, and he's not going to allow it.
What is happening here? Both of these two men. Oh, he's got Eddie Guerrero. You've got to be kidding me.
Unbelievable. Spicoli driver from the top of the ladder. Eddie Guerrero is in trouble. And listen to this crowd. This is awesome.
Mysterio missing it out. Alex Wright. Alex Wright has got the title in his hand. Guerrero's going to have to turn his attention away from Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio goes up there again. Eddie Guerrero looking to pull that ladder out from under both of them, and there it goes.
Oh, he just dropped Alex Wright on that table.
Well, we knew this was going to get ugly. Rey Mysterio, the champion, out on the floor. I like his chances less and less every moment.
Eddie Guerrero just took that ladder and slammed it into the head of Alex Wright. Guerrero going up. He's got the title.
And now Alex Wright, Josh Wonderkin, going to get up there, and he's got to do something.
Throwing Guerrero down. Alex Wright has the belt in his hands. Mysterio, the champion, fighting with all he's got.
Oh, and look at that right there. Perry Saturn knocked the ladder out from under both of them, and that's exactly what I was referring to earlier on. You take that long key plunge off the ladder, and it's going to hurt.
And now Saturn has the title. Eddie Guerrero going up after him. There is a fight going up some 10 feet in the air.
And just like that, down he goes. Eddie Guerrero had it in one hand, and then look what happens.
Rey Mysterio able to get that ladder out from Eddie Guerrero. Just as he got a hand on the strap.
Champion is outside the ring.
Well, there is a table in the ring. Nobody has decided to use it yet. Oh, look at Eddie Guerrero. Perry Saturn sets up the ladder. Guerrero going to take it.
Look how close he came. No, he was just getting ready to unsnap that belt. Eddie Guerrero was a whisper away from regaining the Cruiserweight Championship.
Fans, this is WCW NWO Halloween Havoc.
Alex Wright's been busted wide open. The pretty boy is bleeding.
I don't think we've ever seen him in a situation like this.
Perry Saturn now turns the ladder on Eddie Guerrero, knocks him senseless. Both these guys are victims, or I should say educated, in the House of Hardcore ECW.
Well, you could be victimized while you're there as well, no doubt about that. But brutal matches, to your point, nothing they are not familiar with. Look at Alex Wright, blood pouring down his face. He drops Eddie Guerrero. We are seeing a different side of Alex Wright right now than we are ever used to seeing.
Rey Mysterio doing the right thing, puts him out on the apron. He should have took him out.
And now Alex Wright goes up the ladder. He's got the belt. Mysterio knocks the ladder out from under him.
Oh, and he dropped him right on the ladder.
Perry Saturn using that table on the back of Rey Mysterio.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we knew this was going to be a car wreck when it took place, when the match was signed. But I don't know that anyone expected what we've been seeing thus far. Look at Alex Wright's face. Das Wonder Kid's going to need to go into the shop for some repairs.
Well, again, up to this point, we have never seen Alex Wright tested like this, but he might have the title. He goes up, he's got Eddie Guerrero taking the ladder out from under him.
And again, deposits him hard. Looked like his tailbone might have struck the ladder. The champion is outside the ring. Perry Saturn just got caught, and he's busted open as well.
Tables, ladders, and chairs, blood flowing. Eddie Guerrero is going to be the new champion.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, and he just got dropped on the table.
Alex Wright just laid the champion out. Now nobody's able to stop him. This is it right here. I believe we have a new cruiserweight champion.
Alex Wright, he's got the belt. Rey Mysterio going to try.
Wow. Team effort right there with Perry Saturn. I thought we had a new champion for sure right there. Alex Wright outside the ring and takes the ladder with a very smart move.
Blood flowing down the face of Perry Saturn. He's got the champion up now. Look at this. Mysterio reverses out of that one and drops him on the back of his head.
You know what? I've seen it all. I have seen it all. What a tremendous event this is already. I told you they were going to set the bar with the opening match, and they've done that already.
Mysterio going to work on Perry Saturn. Eddie Guerrero, is he going to regain it?
I thought he was, but wait, does he have it?
No, the title's still it's still hanging above the ring.
I thought he came down with it for a moment.
And now Eddie Guerrero on the apron. Alex Wright sends him out to the floor. Perry Saturn is rocked by Rey Mysterio, and now Alex Wright with the ladder.
Alex Wright goes up the ladder again. Rey Mysterio better turn his attention.
He's going for the ladder. He's got it.
Man, Alex Wright has taken a pummeling in this match, and again, the ladder goes outside the ring with him.
Champion Rey Mysterio outside ringside with that ladder nearby. Eddie Guerrero there as well. Alex Wright, the only one in the ring right now, and that's gone, was Perry Saturn. Two of the four men are bleeding profusely.
Well, that's what happens in a match of this caliber. Nobody's going to be the same when it's over.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero just drilled Perry Saturn with a ladder on the apron. Perry Saturn's down, and I think he's out. Eddie Guerrero's got the strap. Can he pull it down?
Oh, once again, they managed just barely to get that ladder out from Eddie Guerrero. And now look at Alex Wright attacking Rey Mysterio.
Ladder in the middle of the ring. Alex Wright goes up. Perry Saturn's going to have to do something. He's the only one who can. Alex Wright is about to become the new champion. Yes!
Wow. I'll tell you right now, of all four men in this matchup, the one I really wasn't expecting to win was Alex Wright. I thought that the pretty boy was in over his head with a TLC match. But as you can see right here by looking back at some of the highlights, perhaps I was mistaken.
Alex Wright, look at this again. Spicoli driver to Eddie Guerrero off the ladder. And here's Alex Wright, a bloody mess. Pushed like never before to his limit. And is now the WCW Cruiserweight Champion.
Well, my hat's off to Alex Wright. Tremendous accomplishment here on the final broadcast of WCW.
Fans, we've got plenty more action still to come here as part of Halloween Havoc. Don't go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is time for our first title match of the night. What am I saying? Our second title match of the night. We just saw the first. We've already got new champion crowned there. We're going to have new champions crowned on this one as well. Stunning Steve and Flying Brian Pillman. They are the Hollywood Blondes, and tonight they look to regain the WCW Tag Team titles. But in order to do that, they're going to have to get through the founding members. Look at this. Of the Insiders, the Icon, the man known as Sting, and the Big Show. They were the men that were capable of taking the titles back from the NWO, Hall and Nash, just a few weeks ago.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Hollywood Blondes have had a great run. They've had a great run for 3 years here on the Nation Network, and if this is the last time we are going to get a look at them for a while, then I want to say right now, nothing would make me happier than to see them go out as the Tag Team Champions.
Well, that could happen as we get a look at the current Tag Team Champions. The Giant and his partner Sting. Representing the NWO Red and Black faction.
Well, you know what? It was a matter of fight fire with fire, and Sting decided he was going to do just that. Went out and got the biggest opponent he could find for the NWO Black and White, partnered up with the Giant, former NWO Black and White member. So who better than the one who was with them from the beginning, the one who knows them the best?
Sting with a look of confidence on his face. That was the same look he had when they won the tag team titles. All right, fans, we're about to find out who's going to be the tag team champions at the end of the night. The Hollywood Blondes, they would love nothing more than to take those titles back here on the final broadcast of the WCW on the Nation Network. And at the same time, Sting and the Giant would like nothing better than to retain those tag team titles and go out with a bang.
Speaking of going out with a bang, we've got Diamond Dallas Page coming up in the not-too-distant future here for that U.S. title.
That's going to be a big one as he takes on the champion Lex Luger. Of course, we spoke earlier, Goldberg and Psycho Sid going to put their differences to rest once and for all here tonight. There they are, the tag team championships. Which of these two tag teams are going to walk away with them tonight? We're about to find out.
All right, I am ready to see if this one can possibly live up to the opening match.
All right, right off the bat, Stunning Steve meeting Sting right in the center ring. He's going to work on him, showing no respect whatsoever.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Sting's been a household name in WCW for a very, very long time. Known as the icon for a reason, but Stunning Steve showing him no respect, to your point, just coming out and manhandling him.
And now, he's got Austin in the middle ring, and Sting spiking the knee into the canvas. Going to work on that leg, and I think we have a good idea why.
Well, you know, he wants to use that scorpion on him if he gets the opportunity.
Springboards him into the air. Sting drives the knee into the side of the head. Nice cross ankle sweep right there by Steve Austin. Now, we should have a little bit more control in this one than we did in the last match because it isn't 4 men at once. It's one-on-one with partners outside the ring. There's the first tag of the night, and it goes to the Hollywood Blondes.
What's going to be very important as this match goes on is to figure out which team is working the best as a team. The Hollywood Blondes have been around a lot longer as a tag team than Sting and the Giant, so I give them a big amount of credit for that. I also think that they're going to have a big advantage.
And Sting now getting back into this thing, putting the boot. Now driving a knee to the side of the head of Brian Pillman. Pillman again, he's got him. Drops him with a DDT. Brian Pillman, back body dropped, and now he's in trouble. Sting getting some shots, and there's another DDT. And now the smallest man in the match going up against the largest.
Well, size and strength advantage is going to have to go to the champions, no doubt about that. Crowd chanting, "We want Austin," and now they've got it.
Smart move by Pillman. He really needed to get out of there. That was not a good matchup for him at all. Oh, the Giant tilt the world slam, and Stunning Steve just felt all of that.
Giant now with that huge hand of his going to work on the trapezius.
Big uppercut right there. Throws him down to the mat. Again, he throws him down. And now the Big Show. Oh, wait a minute. Clothesline. And Austin making the tag to Pillman. Giant comes over to Pillman, and he's got him. Irish whips him into the turnbuckle, and now back elbow by Flying Brian. But look at the difference. He just can't match up for that size and strength disadvantage.
Well, I don't know. Right there, he showed a pretty good idea using leverage. You see, you can use a man's weight against him if you're really smart. Pillman is an athlete. He's smart.
Springboard landing, and now he is playing to his strengths with that speed, keeping the Big Giant on the ground. And as long as he can do that, he's not going to have that size and strength advantage.
No, he's not. And I'll tell you, It's going to be very interesting to see if Pillman can maintain that, because right now the Giant's been woken up. That's bad news for Pillman.
The hip attack into the corner now, throwing Brian Pillman across the ring.
Yeah, he's flying all right.
The Stinger going after Pillman, who's really had his world rocked for him. Sting again, dropping Pillman face first.
Well, that's about the third or fourth time we've seen Sting do that. Now, from the top rope, what is he going to do?
Sting he's waiting for Pillman to get up. I don't think this ends well for Brian Pillman. Clothesline. Oh, he turned him inside out with that. Sting pulling back. Oh, the pain.
Well, right now the referee is there. He's asking Pillman if he's had enough, and I'm surprised. Now, Pillman's a tough guy. He's not the biggest man. We've already made that clear. But you don't play NFL football if you're not tough, and he's tough.
Pillman out the back door. He kicks out. Back elbow by Brian Pillman. Round the world head scissor. Down he goes. Here's the Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Sting is now in trouble. Pillman needs to make a tag out. Walks right into an arm drag. Sting baited him in.
Now look at this. Both men throwing punches back and forth. Oh, inverted atomic knees off. That's going to be a problem.
Brian Pillman. Sting is calling on it. Wait a minute. What is Sting going to do?
Nothing. Pillman saw it coming, blocks the shot, retaliates with one of his own.
Now Pillman in the wrong corner.
This could be it right here. This is bad news.
What are you going to do? Slingshot reverse suplex face first. Oh my goodness.
I have no idea where Pillman's getting it from, but he kicks out. Goes for that crucifix, but he couldn't cover.
Too much size for the Giant for Pillman to hang on to him. But look at this. He's trying to get a submission out of the Giant. Unbelievable.
You're not going to get the Giant to submit like that. I don't know that Brian Pillman has the strength to make the Giant submit.
So the turnbuckle he goes, and now look at this. Walks right into it. Here's the Irish whip into the turnbuckle. He goes. Springboard. And Pillman connects.
Oh, if he wins this one, it's going to be huge.
2 count, but the Giant able to get out.
That would have been David slaying Goliath right there for sure. I got to tell you, hats off to Brian Pillman, but he needs to make the tag.
Pillman is administering more and more punishment right now. He doesn't want to give up the momentum. Oh, he hit with the elbow.
Unbelievable. Brian Pillman either go for the pin or tag out.
Tag is made, and now Stunning Steve coming in. And he goes for the cover. Doesn't hook the leg. You're not going to get him. This crowd coming unglued.
Oh, he went for the leg drop, but the Giant moved out of the way, and nobody was home.
Oh, devastating headbutt. He just rocked him. Look at that.
Wow, what a move by the Giant, and now good move by Austin, cuts underneath him and drops him. When you're 500 pounds, a back body drop doesn't feel the same as when you're 200 pounds.
Oh, he's got Austin upside, slam by the Giant. Pillman looking him on the apron. He is going to be absolutely no use to Stunning Steve at this point if he gets himself in trouble.
Wow, the Giant with a big punch to the ribs. Stunning Steve's in trouble right here.
And now it is Sting. Belly to back suplex. Austin into the corner, and now Sting. Back elbow by Austin. Finds the mark. There's a huge knee lift.
Austin makes the tag to Pillman. Not sure that wouldn't be a little bit too soon to get Pillman back in there, but we'll find out.
Pillman now delivering some shots to Sting, who was on the ground. Now he's got him up, Irish whip into the corner. Flying Brian, he's got something in his mind. Let's see what it is. Tornado DDT takes Sting down out in the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg, could be new champions right here.
2 count only, Sting able to get out. But as I said, let's give credit to Brian Pillman. Smallest guy in the match, and he has been manhandled. And still coming up with the opportunities to win.
Sting again into the turnbuckle, and now Pillman's got something else he's going to do. What is it? Air Pillman connects.
That might be it right there if he goes for the cover. He does.
Pillman's got the leg. 1, 2. Oh, we almost had new champion's crown.
Look at the Big Show outside the ring. That big giant unable to get back in if he wanted to. Sting's on his own, and he'd better know it.
Sting catching him up in a small package. 1, 2. Oh, Pillman gets out. I thought it was over.
Pillman was charging in. I don't know what he was planning to do, but Sting caught him with that small package and almost put it away.
Stinger splash, and Pillman collapses.
Well, we know what that normally leads up to. We'll see if he's going to go for it.
Oh, no, Sting's going to go for the cover. He's going to try and put it away right here. Pillman still has enough left. The Giant took Steve Austin off the apron. Sting now hammering down on the head of Pillman.
Wow, I'll tell you right now, we're seeing a pretty dark side of Sting right here. Clinch fist going to work on Pillman. Nobody did that to him.
Pillman with that jaw jacker getting the attention of the tag team champion. Brian Pillman, what's he going to do here? Austin is back up in his corner. Flying Brian's going to go up. He's got Sting perched on the top. He's going all the way.
Superplex, I believe, yes.
The superplex, and Sting is down.
Well, I think Pillman should have gone for the cover. That was a mistake.
Blocks that shot, and Sting gets caught with one. Pillman taking Sting over. He needs to make the tag out to Steve Austin.
Back body dropped him, and he's over in the wrong part of town right now. Geographically, this is not where Brian Pillman wants to be right now.
Driving the knee to the side of the head of Pillman. Tackle's made. Here comes the Big Show. The Giant waiting on him. He's got it. There it is. Choke slam, and you're not going to get up from that.
That's all she wrote. The tag team titles are safely staying. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I don't believe it. Pillman shocking the world. Somehow kicking out of that. And now he drops the big one. The Giant goes down.
Well, we said the opening match set the bar. These guys have just met that match.
Big knee lift, and down goes Brian Pillman. The Giant bringing him up. Pillman with a shot to the midsection.
Brian Pillman's been in the ring way too long. He has to tag out to Stunning Steve.
Neckbreaker, he caught it.
Shades of the Rude Awakening, and he executed that one perfectly. This right here is a mistake. Go make the tag, get your fresh partner into the match.
Well, he's elected to stay in there a little longer. If this works out for him, it'll be a good thing because Austin will be that much better rested, but if not...
Oh, he's going to go for Air Pillman one more time.
And he connects. Pillman. Will David slay Goliath here? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. He did it.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen it all. And we're only 2 matches into this show.
I, in a million years, would never, ever have believed it if somebody would have told me it were going to happen.
Fans, this one is, I don't have words to describe it. As we look back on so many of the moments in this one, we were just talking about Brian Pillman needing to make the tag out. Pillman electing to stay in a little bit longer. We were second guessing the logic. Here it is. Air Pillman connects. There are the new WCW World Tag Team Champions.
I am so out of words right now. Brian Pillman, my hat's off to you, man. If you gotta go out, this is the way to do it.
Air Pillman has landed with a WCW World Tag Team Championship. The Hollywood Blondes make history here at Halloween Havoc. All right, fans, third title match of the night here at Halloween Havoc. We've got 2 new champions. Are we going to see 3 for 3?
I don't know if I could handle another one like those first 2.
All right, here he is. He's a former world champion, looking to become the U.S. champion, Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP, the master of the bang, the Diamond Cutter.
You know, when we talk about the Diamond Cutter, we talk about finishers. In this match, you got the total package Lexinger with a torture rack going up against the Diamond Cutter. Which of those 2 moves would you think would be most likely to have an outcome in this one?
Well, for me personally, I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit... I don't know. I always use a version of the backbreaker myself, which is essentially what the torture rack is. Of course, I use the body vice, which I think puts a little bit more torque on the back. But Luger's had all kinds of luck with the torture rack, so obviously for him that works well. He's a United States champion and didn't get that way by accident. But I do think that the Diamond Cutter is a very sudden move, and it can come from absolutely anywhere with no notice. And for that reason alone, I think if the Diamond Cutter hits, we've got a new champion here tonight.
We have a packed house here in Kansas City, Missouri. For the final broadcast of the WCW on the Nation Network, this is Halloween Havoc. Fans, the next live broadcast will be this Friday, starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and it will be 2K18 officially kicking off.
Well, everybody's wondering what the first match is going to be, and nobody's been able to guess so far. But it's a dream match, and everyone's going to agree it's a good one.
The only way to find out what it is to be with us Friday at noon. There's the champion of the total package, Lex Luger. That is not just a moniker or a nickname. He truly is the total package. He can do it all.
Yeah, he's put together. He's a physical specimen, much like myself, I might add. You know, I can appreciate a guy like Luger because, number one, you don't get to looking like that by sitting at home and eating ding-dongs watching TV like you do. But he also found that mean streak in him. He knows that the fans aren't going to win a match for him, and he's done whatever he has to do to win, and that got him the U.S. title. So my hat's off to him.
All right, there's the bell sounding, and now Luger and Diamond Dallas Page meeting up in the middle of the ring. Luger going to that power advantage right off the bat. Drops the elbow. Diamond Dallas Page on the receiving end right now as this one gets underway.
Diamond Dallas Page is the challenger, but he's going to have to bring the fight to the champion because the champion's got the prerogative right here. He can lose this match by a disqualification or a count out, and he's still the champion.
Elbow drop by Diamond Dallas Page, and Page is well aware that the win has to happen in the ring for him to be the champion. Top rope, Diamond Dallas Page now calling Lex Luger up. Double sledgehammer down on the head. Diamond Dallas Page going to work on Luger. He's got him. Oh, he's got it. There it is, the neck breaker.
That's a very stiff neck breaker right there. He has him all caught up there in a tight little package and then rolls him on the back of his neck.
Diamond Dallas Page going to work on the left leg of the knee of Luger.
But we've seen Diamond Dallas Page use things like the sharpshooter.
Russian light sweep right there by the total package, taking him down. Luger between his bear hug, between the torture rack, he will snap a man in half if given the opportunity.
Big boot right there by Diamond Dallas Page. Nice move.
Well, it's the first match of the night where we've only had two people involved.
That is right. We've had 4 in the opening and tag team in the second. So you're right. This is the first one-on-one contest of the evening.
And now Diamond Dallas Page, he's got him back up on his feet, setting up for, is it a pile driver? Powerbomb. Twisting powerbomb, and he's got him down. The champion shoulders are on the mat.
Oh, and he only got 2.
Not even sure he got the 2. It looked like the referee's hand didn't quite come down all the way.
Don't you correct me.
I'm just saying. And now there it is, Diamond Dallas Page with that variation of the Indian Deathlock. Luger will hit DDT, and down goes Diamond Dallas.
Diamond Dallas Page has been around the business a long, long time. He started out in the AWA as a manager for a number of years. Then he came here to the WCW again as a manager, and then finally decided, you know what, I think I'll try my hand at this. There it is.
The Diamond Cutter out of nowhere. Maybe a new champion right here. Referee's in position. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Indeed, Jesse called it. He said if the Diamond Cutter were to appear, that we would have a new champion. Look at this from nowhere. Luger completely taken by surprise. And the champion is unconscious.
And now, there you have it, the new WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, Diamond Dallas Page.
Unbelievable. 3 title matches, 3 new champions here at Halloween Havoc. All right, fans, this is our first match not involving a championship, so we can guarantee a title will not change hands.
I know that's about what it takes right now. Things not looking real good for the Hulk Hogan tonight, are they?
No, actually they're not, but that match still to come. This is one that a lot of us have been looking forward to.
Oh, I know I have, that's for sure. The battle between Psycho Sid and Bill Goldberg, it's been going on for a long time now, and it's going to all end right here tonight. And we're better than Halloween Havoc.
Psycho Sid, he is 7 foot tall. He is over 300 pounds of man and muscle. Hard to believe that these two men have survived this long going after each other the way they have, but one of them may not be going at when this one's done tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Psycho Sid is in the ring, and he is about to go head-to-head with the force known as Goldberg.
All right, fans, it is time. No holds barred. Goldberg, Sid, something's got to give. Accompanied by the entourage that we have come accustomed to seeing as Goldberg is led to the ring.
Somebody please tell me why he has an entourage backstage but not on stage. Is he that much likely to get jumped backstage?
You'd have to ask him. I really don't have an answer for that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Like a bull. Here he comes. Out the gate, and it's on.
Well, Bill Goldberg has run roughshod through everybody put in front of him in WCW at one time or another. Now he's going up against the big man Psycho Sid.
And we see Sid stepping outside the ring.
Well, he'll be back in the ring in just a moment. Don't you worry about that.
In a match where anything goes, who do you like in this one?
You know what? I find myself really torn because unlike the last match where I really felt strongly that the Diamond Cutter would end it quickly, and it did. With this one here, the power bomb, it's survivable, but not much. I mean, if you get hit with 2 of them, you're done. The jackhammer, I don't remember too many people ever kicking out of the jackhammer. But then again, I don't know what it's going to take for Goldberg to be able to get Big Psycho Sid up into a jackhammer. I really have a hard time, but I'm leaning towards Goldberg.
So you're going to pick Goldberg to win this one?
No, I didn't say that. I said I'm leaning towards Goldberg. Don't put words in my mouth.
I would never do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's underway. Shoulder tackle, down goes Goldberg. And Sid put in the boots. And now double sledgehammer down across the back of Goldberg. Former world champion looking to regain that title at some point in time, but unfortunately our season has run out. Part of the reason why he didn't get the opportunity to go after Hogan and the WCW world title was, in fact, the attack by Psycho Sid.
And Psycho Sid has no affiliation with the NWO that I know about.
Big knee right to the side of the head in the face of Psycho Sid. And Goldberg right now in the driver's seat. What is he going to do here? Deadlift power bomb.
Now that's a lot of strength right now because Sid Vicious, he's over 300 plus pounds. Deadlifting that the way he did, that was a true accomplishment.
Irish whip into the Romeo. Psycho Sid, boot right to the chest, the sternum, the back of the head of Goldberg, striking the mat, and now Sid hammering down.
Wow, I'll tell you right now, that is about as vicious as I've ever seen Sid. He was really raining down those punches.
Off the rope, Sid drops the leg. And now Goldberg trying to turn the momentum around. He needs to.
Goldberg hammering down with the elbows on either side of the traps.
Lands him off clothesline and down goes Goldberg. Choke slam.
Double throat lift choke slam. That really flattens a man out. But look at Goldberg once again, has enough left to fight back. But I've got to tell you, I think Sid's dominated the majority of this match.
Spine buster by Psycho Sid, and Goldberg's in trouble. Boot to the midsection. Look at the face, the grimace of Goldberg shows the pain. Here comes the choke slam.
Oh, he turned it inside out. He grabbed him and drove him face first.
Goldberg setting up. Here he comes! Spear!
Oh, I don't believe it. He got him with the spear and now goes for the cover, hooks the leg.
1, 2, 3, no! He got out!
Unbelievable. Goldberg just turned the whole thing around in a moment.
Goldberg continues the beating. Reverse suplex, and he demolished him with that one. Goldberg putting the boots to Psycho Sid.
Well, ever since that big spear, Psycho Sid has been on the defense.
Oh, here it is.
If he hits this one, I think it's over.
The jackhammer, and it's over. Hook the leg, count it. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the body still knows how to call him like I see him.
Well, you wouldn't actually pick Goldberg.
No, but I was leaning towards him, and that's why.
That was the moment right there that choke slam wouldn't have hit, would have probably been the match. Goldberg had exactly left what he needed in him. Hits the spear. That doesn't do it. But then the jackhammer. Bam. Nobody gets up from that.
Look at the eyes of Sid. You can see them rolling back in his head.
There is the winner. And And the survivor of this one, Bill Goldberg.
Hey, considering this was anything goes, they kept it in the ring. Give credit for that as well.
All right, fans, we've got more coming your way. We still have the World Championship to be decided. Stay with us. All right, fans, back with more Halloween Havoc and another title match.
Well, like we mentioned earlier, we went 3 for 3 with title changes. Now let's see if we can go 4 for 4.
They are the challengers. They are Harlem Heat, Booker T and Stevie Ray, I beg your pardon.
Well, they're former tag team champions. They are a couple of legit wrestlers who know how to win the big one, especially when it comes to the tag team titles.
Former WCW tag team champions, they want those belts back around their waists in the worst way. They're going to be tested, however. They're going to be going up against the reigning champions. And they're no slouches either.
No, absolutely not. The Steiner brothers, they're the tag team champions for a reason.
And here they come, Rick and Scott Steiner. All right, this is for that number one contender spot. They hook up Maxim into the corner. Let's see if we can get a clean break here out of Booker T.
Number one contender spot for a promotion that's about to be dead right after it goes off the air. Good call.
Well, there's a momentary lapse right there and forgot that title match was actually earlier already. We've got new tag team champions. This was originally going to be the tag team title match, but then the Steiner brothers lost those titles, and things didn't work out that way.
Yeah, good recovery. I don't think anyone's buying it, though.
Live television, you got to do what you got to do. All right, the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner, drops the elbow right to the chest of Booker T.
First thing you got right so far in the match.
Irish whip into the ropes he goes. Look at this. Steiner catches him. Both Steiner brothers were collegiate standouts in amateur-style wrestling for the University of Michigan. They've taken those skills and parlayed them here in the world of professional wrestling. Here on the last night of the WCW on the Nation Network. Double team by the Harlem Heat and a double gutbuster to Rick Steiner.
Well, Steiner, if he can dust off that Steiner line clothesline of his, he can turn the tide real quick. Nice move right there with that teardrop suplex.
Tag is made. Here comes Big Papa pump Scott Steiner into the match. Irish whip once again. Oh, man. Devastating forearm right upside the head, and Steiner is in trouble.
Yeah, we don't often see Scott Steiner go down like that, but on this occasion it happened. Stevie Ray is a big beast of a man. I'll tell you, he can just manhandle anybody at any given point in time.
And now Steiner went for the suplex. Booker T makes the adjustment. It comes down across the chest. Driving that elbow into the forehead. Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle, and now Steiner's in the wrong corner. Double team coming up by the Harlem Heat. Off the ropes he goes. Back. Oh, flapjack. Oh, they planted him.
Hooks the leg. That's a smart move right there.
Well, that was the right idea, but it's a little early in the match. But Stevie Ray, give credit where credit is due, went straight for the pinfall. Tag is made now. Here comes Rick Steiner back into the match up against Stevie Ray. Now on the top rope he goes. Stevie Ray from the top. It's going to be a belly-to-back suplex from the top rope. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, did you see that? Stevie Ray feels the effects of that one as well. Nobody is spared.
Hooks the leg, it's two. Rick Steiner able barely to get out of that. What a tremendous maneuver by Stevie Ray. The Harlem Heat. Dropping Rick Steiner face first onto the turnbuckle.
Look at him, he's manhandling Rick Steiner. When was the last time we ever saw anybody do that?
Hooks the leg, gets two, and Steiner again, just enough to get out. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Well done, but I don't think it's enough to get him to stay down.
No, it is not, but he's had the opportunity. He took it, and you can't blame a man for trying.
No, I tell you right now, in a match like this one, they better be going for every pinfall attempt that they can get.
Plants him face first in the mat. Stevie Ray 1, 2. Oh, and he still gets out of it.
Good thing for him he did, because Scott Steiner was not able to make the save. He tried to, but Booker T intercepted him at the last moment.
Tag is made. Now Booker T, the legal man, will ring. The Harlem Heat have done the better job of tagging in and out, clearly. They've had the majority of the momentum in their favor for this matchup, and if the Steiners don't change something quickly, I don't think they're going to be victorious in the last match.
Oh, wait, look at the comeback going right now. Rick Steiner, maybe he was listening to you of all people.
Spine buster! Steiner just took him to the corner. And now Rick Steiner going to work on Booker T in the corner.
Oh, but Booker caught that leg and just drags him over. Jerk that knee, maybe. Oh, wait. What's good for the goose? Good for the gander.
Revenge is a dish best served warm, and that's what just happened there. Steiner now continues to work on that knee and that leg. Irish whip sends him into the corner and not in the place that Booker T wants to be.
Nope, that's a bad idea right there. Here come the Steiners with a double team. Scott Steiner boot to the midsection.
Irish whip again. Now Scott Steiner's got him in that corner. What's he going to do? Puts him up. Steiner going to go up with him. Butterfly suplex off the top rope.
Wow, the whole ring just shook when those guys hit the mat. It bounced up in the air about 1.5 inches.
Elbow to the back of the neck, and now Steiner in trouble, planted with that spine buster. Booker T, what's he going to do?
Drags him out to the middle of the ring. He's got something in mind. Elbow right down into the face of Steiner. He's in trouble. Scott Steiner doesn't look well right now at all.
Steiner with that cross ankle goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. There's no way in the world you're going to get that win.
No, he's not, and that tells me again that he's not doing well right now. There's the tag made. Somebody with his credentials knows you have to hook the leg, and yet he didn't even attempt to.
Again in the wrong corner. Another double team, maybe too soon for Scott Steiner, but he's going to find out. What a move!
The Steiner line, and it took him out. He should have gone for the cover right there.
A Steiner line just about decapitating Booker T. Big pop-up pump. Suplex throws him over.
Well, that's a mistake right there. There's no time for this. If you want to win the tag team match, if you want to win the final match of WCW on the Nation Network, then you go for the win.
Reverse suplex face, first planting Booker T, and now the momentum is behind the Steiner brothers. Belly to belly, he hit it.
Should have gone for the cover, another mistake. Making a lot of mistakes in this one. You have to wonder if it's not going to catch up and cost him.
And now Booker T, it could be the bookend. There it is.
He plants him with it, hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
He's got him down, and oh, Steiner just barely gets his shoulder up. Booker T puts him in the corner, walks into that back elbow. Steiner turns him around. Nice belly to back suplex.
And again fails to hook the leg, plus he's too far away from his own corner, and that made it easy. Oh, look at Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray wasn't leaving the match so quickly.
Well, much like boxing, the referees will always tell you, protect yourselves at all times. That's a good example of why you do it, especially in pro wrestling.
Booker T. Oh, wait, he just took out the referee. What the hell?
And Rick Steiner just took out Booker T. As Scott crawls over to his corner. The referee is back up. Neckbreaker, and Scotty is down.
The spine buster shook him.
1, 2, 3, no!
I'm not sure where he pulled that one out. But Scott Steiner had enough left in the tank to kick out of that somehow.
Tag made once again. Here comes Stevie Ray. Harlem Heat have had so many opportunities. The Steiners have had plenty of opportunities. One of these teams is about to make a mistake. Senton splash by Steiner.
Well, that's something we don't see a whole lot out of Scott Steiner, but...
Oh, wait a minute. The Steiner recliner, and it's on!
Oh, is he going to be able to survive this one? This has made many, many opponents tap over time.
Stevie Ray has enough to survive it, and he came out the back, but now Scott Steiner with that belly-to-back suplex, and again covers, doesn't hook the leg.
And that's why he only gets a 1 count. I'm very disappointed in Scott Steiner right now. Oh, wait a minute.
Goes over to the turnbuckle. Removes that covering and that protection, exposing the steel ring. Stevie Ray plants him head first like a lawn dart into the ring.
Oh, he's stretching him out. Look at him going to work. Oh, he's tapping. He's tapping.
No, he wasn't. He was just trying to check on that hamstring and make sure it wasn't going to blow. Power slam. Steiner line.
Well, Scott Steiner really taunting him right here, right now. But instead of taunting him, how about putting him away?
Look at that snap DDT. Go for the cover right here. You might have him.
Oh, he's going to go for it again. I don't know if he's going to survive 2.
Steiner recliner. Booker T is in. The dog-faced gremlin takes him out. But Stevie Ray able to escape.
Nobody there. Rick Steiner's on the floor. No one to save him now.
He planted him.
Oh, he's busted open. Blood flowing down the head. It's over.
Harlem Heat with a victory.
Well, that was a great, great tag team match. It's a shame there weren't titles on the line in this one.
That running power slam, here it was, belly-to-belly suplex, thought that might have been it. Bam, right there, it was all over. Your winners, Harlem Heat.
Unbelievable, what a great match this was.
We still have the main event coming up. For the World Heavyweight Championship, fans, don't go away. All right, wrestling fans, Mean Scheme back here in the locker room, and with me at this time, he is the current champion, the one and only Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And Hulk, tonight you go out with a blaze of glory, your words, going up against Bret the Hitman Hart for that WCW World Championship.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan has been around for as long as the wrestling has been. And I'll tell you this much right now. Bret the Hitman Hart, you had a problem with the Hulkster and other promotions saying I wouldn't give you your opportunity. Well, I'll tell you, you got your opportunity now, big man. Show me what you've got, because you're going to find out that Hollywood and the NWO, brother, are here to stay. You get in that ring with Hulk Hogan tonight, I feel real bad for you. What you gonna do when the NWO runs wild on you? Ha ha.
Stay with us, fans. We're ready for the main event right now. All right, fans. We are back, and we just heard from the champion, Hulk Hogan. The NWO putting the world title on the line here tonight against this man, Bret the Hitman Hart. A lot of history between he and Hulk Hogan, but not necessarily in the ring.
Well, Bret the Hitman Hart, if you want to listen to him, he'll tell you that when he had to sacrifice the title in another promotion once upon a time, Hulk Hogan wouldn't give him a return match. Hulk Hogan always avoided Bret Hart, and there's been a lot of speculation as to why. Well, guess what? No hiding tonight. It's on, and it's going to happen right here, the main event of Halloween Havoc.
Bret the Hitman Hart is here in the WCW, and he is going after Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the World Championship. All right, he is escorted to the ring by the other founding members, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. The forces of the NWO are here in unison.
Well, I find it very telling that Hulk Hogan has to have the rest of the guys down here with him. You would think he would want to go one-on-one against Bret the Hitman Hart just to prove the point, but he's got Kevin Nash and Scott Hall at ringside with him. Let's see what role they play.
There's the champion, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, former world champion in his own right. He is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And in order to keep that title going, he has to win this match here tonight. Bret the Hitman Hart against the man who desecrated the WCW World Championship. You see the spray-painted NWO.
Well, Hulk Hogan's never been one to really respect much in the way of tradition. He's always done it his way, and he's had success with that. I'll give the devil his due. But tonight, he's going up against a guy who can out-wrestle him 5 ways to Sunday.
There it is, the WCW World title. Who's it gonna be?
Well, we're about to find out.
Bell sounds, action's underway. Hogan locking up. Irish whip, and Bret Hart all the way to the floor. Now he's going to have to be careful when he goes outside the ring.
Why does he have to be careful any more than usual?
Well, probably because Scott Hall and Kevin Nash are out there as well.
Hey, they haven't done anything yet. You know what? I mentioned the fact that I thought it would be in his best interest to go in alone, but as long as they're not interfering, if Bret Hart can't focus, that's his problem. If that's a big distraction for him, 2 guys standing there watching, then that's his problem. There's 30,000 fans in this arena right now watching. Are they going to distract him as well?
Well, those 30,000 fans aren't likely to pick up a chair and smash him in the head with it. Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan battling it out outside the ring here. And they beat the count back in. Bret Hart overhand right, and he stuns Hogan, who comes up with an arm drag. Russian leg sweep now by the challenger. And Hogan kicks off.
Bret the Hitman Hart's going to have to rely on his tactical abilities. He's going to have to really take advantage of moments like this where Hogan's off his feet, because the size strength advantage doesn't exist when you have him laying prone on the mat.
Well, we saw right there what happened when Hogan got back to his feet. That size and strength advantage did play a role. Tremendous uppercut and a drop kick follows it up. Bret Hart taking Hogan down. Going to work on the leg. We know the history of Hulk Hogan having bad knees. Bret Hart definitely knows that if he can put that sharpshooter on him here tonight.
Well, that's a pretty big if. You know, Hogan's got some pretty thick legs, and Bret Hart's not used to wrestling a guy like Hogan. I don't know if he can put the sharpshooter on Hulk Hogan very well.
Knees to the back. Another area of Hulk Hogan that has suffered pain. And now Bret Hart choking him out. The Hitman is on the apron. What's he going to do? Cross body block perfectly executed.
Now Hogan with that overhead press slam, down he goes. Hulk Hogan is used to dealing with the toughest in the world. This is the guy who body slammed Andre the Giant, don't forget.
Well, he's also the guy who lost to the Ultimate Warrior once upon a time. Bret Hart going down low.
Well, Bret Hart has really been pulling out the cheap shots lately.
And now the distraction begins by the NWO. It was Kevin Nash distracting the referee.
Well, I can't blame him for that after what Bret Hart just did to Hogan.
The Hitman has got Hogan in trouble. Suplex up in the air. Look at this. Steel chair just got thrown in the ring by Kevin Nash.
Well, once again, we saw Bret Hart choke Hogan out. We saw him with a blatant low blow. So if you got to equal things up a little bit, he's got him in this sharpshooter.
He's got him in the sharpshooter. The champion is in trouble. We know the knees, the legs, the hips, and the back of Hogan have all suffered a lot of damage over the years. Right now it is Kevin Nash distracted. The referee power slam by Hogan. Referee's going to get that steel chair back out of the ring.
But Hollywood Hulk Hogan right now with the advantage. And make no mistake about it, I'm no fan of Hollywood Hulk Hogan's. Never have been, never will be.
Bret the Hitman Hart winding him up, drops him down with it. Goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. You're never going to pin Hollywood that way. Bret Hart looking for the admiration of the fans here at ringside. Runs up on Hogan, gets caught with a power slam.
Well, that was a really stupid move by Bret Hart. First to acknowledge the fans at ringside, and second to charge in on a guy with the credentials of Hulk Hogan.
But Bret Hart has weathered the storm and is back in charge. Pile driver, if he hits it, it's over.
I'll tell you right now, Hollywood's in a lot of trouble right here.
He's managing to fight it back. Referee again distracted outside the ring by Kevin Nash. Back body dropping, down he goes again.
To the eyes again, another illegal move by Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, he's going to go for that sharpshooter. He's got it on. The title is in trouble. The champion could be dropping it right here. Hogan feeling everything snap, crackle, and pop.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan with just enough to get out, but if he finds himself in that move too many more times, it might be one too many. Now he's pummeling the challenger in the turnbuckle.
Kevin Nash cheering him on. Went for the boot. Cuts the leg. Does Bret Hart. Referee way out of position.
Referee might as well have called an Uber to get there. It took him so long.
Winds him up, takes him down. There's the boot. We know what normally follows that.
But he's not going for it. I'm not sure what. Hogan must have something else in mind. I'm not sure what it is. Spikes the knee. Now, this is a mistake in my opinion. He should have gone for the win.
Hogan, what's he going to do here? Boot to the midsection. For a minute there, I thought he was going to try. Oh, wait a minute. Drops the leg. Hooks it. 2.
What the hell was that? What kind of chicanery is taking place? The referee stopped counting and Bret Hart didn't kick out.
I don't know what just happened either, but a little suspicious to say the least. Hulk Hogan flexing for the crowd, taunting Bret the Hitman Hart. European uppercut now by the Hitman. Met with a big stiff right hand by the champion. Winds him up, clothesline takes him down. The Hitman ducks it out from behind. Oh, he got him again.
Come on now, this is out of control.
Kevin Nash is going up on the referee.
Well, as well he should. This is a travesty. And now look at this.
Sharpshooter's on. We might have a new champion crowd right here at Halloween Havoc. The sharpshooter cinched in deep. Hogan in trouble. Just barely able to turn that inside out.
Again, I'm no fan of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but what's right is right. He's being screwed over here.
Went for the boot, nobody home. And now into the turnbuckle. Bret Hart back elbow finds the mark. Hogan's got him. Following slam, hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Well, that time he got the shoulder up on his own. Last time the referee had to help him.
What's it gonna take? Who's gonna make the next mistake, which will probably be the end of the match?
Big elbow drop, almost 300 pounds, coming down on the chest of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Targeting that leg again does Bret Hart.
Oh, he did it. Come on now. This is out of control.
Well, the referee distracted, otherwise Bret Hart might be the new champion right here.
Well, of course he's distracted. He has to. That's the only equalizer. Now we know why Hollywood brought them to ringside.
Sharpshooter on for the 3rd time. Will it be a charm?
Hogan fights his way out of it. The NWO not going to give up that title without a battle.
And a battle it's been from the opening match till now. Fans, this is the last broadcast for the WCW on the Nation Network. Hogan pumping up the crowd. Kevin Nash cheering him on. There's the boot.
That might be all she wrote.
2, 3.
Well, despite all the cheating going on by Bret Hart, despite the inside acquisition, I believe, of the referee, Hollywood Hulk Hogan retains the NWO's World Heavyweight Championship.
Right there it was, that pile driver. I thought the match was over there. There's the big boot, down he goes. And there's the winner and still the world champion. Fans, we want to thank you for your continued support here at the Nation Network. This is the final broadcast of the 2K17 season. We invite all of you to please join us this Friday the 13th, starting at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. We will bring you, like nothing else, the 2K18 season beginning. We've got a very special mystery match to kick it all off. It's a dream match. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you Friday. So long, everybody.